lunchtime lesson. Put it right here, man. Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalawam to you brothers and sisters out there, man. Keeping these laws and commandments and statutes to the best of your ability. And serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi with all your mind, body, and soul, man. Alright, so this title of this lesson will be Tetris, get in where you fit in, really pertaining to the body of Mashiach. Alright, Romans 12th chapter, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of power, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto power, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of power. So you have to be reformed. You have to what? You have to be converted. You got to repent and convert. And that's part of being reformed. That's part of us being refined and get the impurities out. Reforming is basically to take a new form. You're being shaped and molded. As if anybody played with Play-Doh as a kid, you know, you would take it and you would shape it and mold it into something new, right? So that's what we're being. We're being not being conformed, because to conform is basically to confine, to go along with, to align with. We don't want to conform to this world, right? We want to be reformed and transformed, and by the renewing of our mind, right? Walking in something new, being newborn babes, you know, coming into this thing as children. And children are what? Children are taught and brought up in the correct way. Slack it. Okay? Verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as power hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. You know, and I was just watching Elder Yasharahla, man, down there at GMS Dallas and all of them, you know, and going in on the word elder being thrown around. And, you know, you got these guys, Sakari and all of those, and they calling themselves elders and all of that, and never having labored nearly as long as the elders, you know, that's ruling in GMS. So understanding that, the simple-minded would just take it and be like, yeah, this brother know it, you know, and just take it. And for the most part, these men are holding themselves high, right? Because you get a congregation, you get a following, right? You get subscribers, you get likes, comments, right? You know, and a lot of that stuff is just, it's really ego, right? So you can't be egotistical with this thing, because that large group of following, that large congregation, that does not mean that Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi is dealing with you, right? Really, you shouldn't even, any of this stuff, you shouldn't look at it as anything. You should stay down to earth. You should stay soberly minded, as it says, right? According as power have dealt to every man the measure of faith. Verse 4, for as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. That's getting to the title of Tetris. As the Tetris block is coming down, Yahawashi, right, is basically placing us into the body, right? And if you don't want to get in where you fit in, then what's going to happen? Basically, some of those Tetris blocks, you know, well, what happens? They get deleted. Or you can save one. It ain't ready to go into the body yet. Bring them, take them, you know how you save one, and then you get a new piece and bring them down and put them in, right? And then later you'll bring that other piece in. He may be ready now, okay? He may have, he went through what he had to go through. Now he's ready to come in, all right? The thing is, if you don't fit into this body, right, then it's not desirable for you to be in it. You know, you got to know your role and your position. We all ain't supposed to be, we all ain't gonna be elders in that sense. We all ain't gonna be, you know, every brother ain't gonna be a teacher. All right, we all got different gifts. So that's part of getting in where you fit in, understanding your gift, understanding what you can bring to the ministry, to the best of your ability, what you can bring, and standing on that, and working on that, and working on that gift, and using that gift to benefit the body. Right? Verse 5. And let's read 4 again. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. Letting you know that everybody is not, that's rank. Being rank in the kingdom, man. Being rank in this thing in general. That's a certain order. So we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy, according to the proportion of faith. How is that already decided? Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi has already decided that from the foundation of the earth. Who's going to do what? Who's going to do this and do that and do all of that, right? It's already been decided and divided amongst the body for certain brothers to be elders, certain brothers to prophesy, certain brothers to be healers, okay? So really it's just getting back to order, man. We're just getting back to a sense of order. And if brothers can't get with that order, then they gonna be that Tetris piece that gets put to the back, man. And really that's the 2/3, all right? Because you're getting put to the back. And then what's gonna happen, man? You're gonna feel pain by death. You're gonna feel pain after death, right? And then through reproduction, you're gonna come back and then be placed into the whole body. But at this point, we didn't see no place. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi didn't see no place to fit you because you didn't want to align with the whole scheme of the Tetris, right? So being, you didn't want to align with the body. So once again, being in Tetris, that's a piece that's getting saved, all right? And not the salvation that you want, meaning that you're going to be in Babylon when the nukes hit, right? But the elect is like the Tetris blocks that's getting, the elect is like one straight line, right? Boom, Yahawashi pulling them up to the chariots. Boom, 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 boom. If you get a big line of Tetris, you got like 8, that'll be the elect, right? And then you got that one block that you saved because it couldn't fit. That's the 2/3, right? So then they never could fit in the body. They couldn't understand Romans 12, how they had to fit into the body. It's many members, but you didn't want to get in where you fit in, right? Verse 6, having then gifts differing according to the grace. So every brother's not the same. Brothers is unique. That is given to us through Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Reading it again. Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering. Or he that teacheth on teaching. Or he that exhorteth or on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence. He that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. So that's giving you the division right there. Hey, this brother does this. This brother does that. You got to get in where you fit in. You got to understand that. And to understand that role and that position, that's going to make the entire body better, right? You can't have your lungs over here trying to process liquids when that's the liver and the kidneys job, right? And you got your heart trying to digest your food when that's the intestines and the stomach's job. You can't have, every part of the body got to work the correct way so the entire body can benefit, And so when the body parts are working the right way, then the entire body is benefiting that unison, that unity. And it's only unity in the elect, the remnant. All right, it's not going to be unity amongst Israel, okay? Because you have a lot, once again, being those Tetris pieces that will not fit in, and you can't make no straight line with them. They just going to come and mess it up. The elect is like, especially the 144,000, it's like a straight Tetris block. I love them pieces when they come down. Boom, you're just going straight in. All right, you fit perfectly right here. We could use you right here, right? When the 2/3 be like that little T-looking block, right? It's like, dang, how can I do you? I got to flip you left, right. All right, fit you in right here. Boom. And they ain't never going to fit to make a straight line because they don't want to get in. They don't care about the order. They don't care about the elders being set up. They don't care about the structure that has been set up. And who's it set up? It's not set up by men. It's set up by Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi. You may look at these men and be like, oh, these men, they set this up. These men, no. All right, according to Amos 3 and 7, man, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi has relayed the secrets to these men. That's how the breakdowns is put out. That's how you get the understanding. That's how the unction to know all things. So a carnal, simple-minded person would look at men and be like, men set it up. When it's obvious that Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi has set it up. All right? And men come through with their different type of gifts. All right? And from that, I just want to go a little bit over to 2 Samuel and 3rd chapter, verse 1. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. And the house of Saul being that leftover Tetris block that you can't use, being the 2/3, right? They won't fit in. And what's going to happen? The house of David, that being the elect, is we getting stronger and stronger, man, spiritually. It's not about physical strength. Even at that point in time, it was, it was spiritual and physical, right? And a feeble man will be as strong as David when that time comes. Understanding that. But right now, it's about being spiritually strong. And the house of David, which is the elect, the remnant, the men that's coming and doing what they're supposed to do on a daily basis, right, is a part of that house of David. All right? That's the hopeful elect. And I want to go down to verse 18. Now then do it, for Yahawah has spoken of David, saying, by the hand of my servant David, I will save my people, Israel, out of the hand of the Philistines and out of the hand of all of their enemies, right? It wasn't talking about Saul. Saul had his chance and messed up, okay? He had a chance to fit in, but he didn't want to fit in. He couldn't be obedient. He chose sacrificing versus being obedient. And that's what you got with certain camps, man. IUIC and these guys talking about law this, law that, law this, law that. Okay, you rather sacrifice than be obedient. How about just be obedient? All right? Come on, man. The law is not going to save you. It's not going to save you at all. All right? Yeah, keep it to the best of your ability, but we need to be more obedient than anything. And being obedient and order, they go right along, man. They right beside each other. All right? He in order, that means he being obedient to what's being set up, to the structure that's being set up. All right, at the end of the day. So, that's pretty much it, man. Just get with the order, get in where you fit in, and it shouldn't be no problems, right? We know who set this thing up, and we know who we listening to, and we know where the truth is coming out of. It's not coming out of the house of Saul. It's not coming out of these fake camps. It's not coming out of the BS that's being pushed out here, man. It's coming out of the elders, bishops, and apostles of GMS, man. All right, on downward. So with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Bakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us the truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalawam to you, brothers and sisters. Shalawam.